Hey Virgo, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. I'm Deborah, this is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to be looking at your energy for the next couple weeks. So welcome in. We'll start off with an energy cleansing, just a great time to set intention for whatever we're navigating through. This is a great practice to clear blocks, obstacles. Like I said, kind of set our intention, put our mind towards that value of letting go so that we can have more clarity and insight into what direction, what choices we need to make around certain situations. And we're in Mercury retrograde, so it has a tendency to bring up things of the past, rehashing things that haven't necessarily closed off or been dealt with, or that there's still a little bit more to learn around those situations. So with that in mind, we'll set the intention. This is a great time if you have any questions or want specific direction in something that you're navigating. Just ask that to Spirit. Ask him to deliver those messages for you. All right, Virgo, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that does not serve our highest and best. Any blocks, obstacles, fear, doubt, uncertainty, lack of worth, lack of value. Remove those energies from us, from this reading. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Ooh, thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Amen. Ooh. Ooh. I cleaned off my table last night, and the smudge bundle's a little closer to the edge. So, all right, welcome in. Okay, yeah, so we're in Mercury retrograde. We're just coming off of that new moon solar eclipse in Aries. So back at the end of March, March 25th, we had a full moon lunar eclipse, and that began an eclipse season. Spirit's asking you to travel, get out of your normal daily element, bring in some new energy is what I'm hearing. For some of you, this might be an opportunity coming up to travel over the next couple weeks. It feels good energy. It feels like it opens the flow. It allows you to align with something that's a little more heart honoring, that makes sense to you. It's a new opportunity. There's some hesitancy around it is what I feel. Uncertainty, like you're not quite sure. It seems like it fits, but you don't really know. And it feels like, especially if you are traveling towards something, it feels like it's worth it, is what I'm hearing. It's worth taking the time to suss it out, see if it fits. I feel like it will. Okay, so we have gift. I was like, I know that's an apple, but I didn't know what the word was. I can't read it. It's too far away. Yeah, so I love this, especially in conjunction with that travel card, Virgo. It really looks like a blessing, a gift is coming in. You know, I was hearing that apple in terms of abundance, right? Like really kind of, we've planted the seeds. Virgo, you've planted the seeds, and things are starting to bear fruit is what I'm hearing. And that kind of goes back to that first channeled message of this opportunity to travel, to get out of your normal daily routine. I feel like it's important because I feel like you've kind of been very focused on what you have going on, really making things happen, building and growing. And there is this element, we've been seeing this astrologically, where it feels a little overwhelming, or we're like ready to get this, right? We're ready to get the gift, the reward for the energy that we've been putting into things, and remove some of the stagnation. I was gonna say stagnacity, whatever word that is. I come up with new words all the time. So, you know, anytime we have new opportunities come in, it's exciting. And I do feel this energy of happiness, of, you know, it's putting a little more pep in your step. Spirit's also asking you, like this card says, to remain balanced through the process. Sometimes easier said than done. We get really pumped about something and we just want to throw ourselves into it. And like I said, it definitely is a gift. I feel like even if you're not traveling, this is something that comes in for you over the next couple weeks that's giving you a lot of forward momentum. It feels like it's lifting those blocks that sometimes we can see during Mercury retrograde. Retrogrades slow down the process, right? They allow us to reevaluate things of the past, things that need to be dealt with before we can move forward, as I was saying. And I feel like this gift comes in. It's exciting. You're pumped for it. And it like I said, it kind of opens up the floodgates, but at the same time, remain balanced. You know, you want to hold on to it. Yeah, your fire energy is really ignited over these next couple weeks, Virgo, which I really do love for you. You're an earth sign, right? So sometimes things move a little bit slower. Earth energy is the most gross energy. It's the most dense energy. So it takes its time. But you're feeling a lot of momentum over these next couple weeks. And like I said, it feels like it's good things. It might be, you know, before I say that, I'm going to say what I'm hearing with this home card is it's improving your quality of life. It's improving your home, your environment, your family. So it does feel like it's either financial or it's giving you more time, more space to focus on you, on your personal life, on your family life, etc. There's bringing in a lot of blessings. But again, just to reiterate, probably because I do that a bajillion times, so I apologize, just trying to drive home the point. Spirit's just saying, take it one day at a time. Don't try to bite off more than you can chew. We got the Knight of Pentacles, so that is that value of taking your time, moving a little bit slowly, especially when it comes to family, home, environment. We're getting double confirmation on that. And I feel like that's really saying, like, you know, plan wisely, making sure that you're not overly investing into the exciting new things. Yes, give it your time, give it your energy, give it the momentum. But at the same time, make sure you're still focusing on those important relationships around you is what I hear. All right. Let's get into the tarot and see how this plays out. Four of Cups energy, the Hangman. So something is seeing how their tactics didn't work. There was someone who was taking something for granted, not seeing its value, not seeing its worth. I do feel like this is an energy outside of you. Obviously, these are collective readings, so make sure to use your discernment. If it doesn't fit for you, if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind for someone else. The Emperor, yeah. Aries energy. So someone that you're dealing with who has a lot of control issues or is heavily influencing control for you around a situation. Things are changing for them. I feel like what I'm hearing is they took something for granted. They took you for granted, a situation for granted, and now they're kind of backtracking a little bit. They're being forced to see things in a different way, and I feel like there is a lot of fear around that. So Seven of Wands, all the work you've been doing, and you rising above, how those 6 wands are all kind of piled up at the bottom of the card, and then that 7 of Wands is rising above. That definitely feels like your energy, Virgo. You rose above the conflict. You rose above the BS, even where people were trying to pull you back down, pull you into drama. You took your time. The Hermit is your energy. It's ruled by Virgo. Taking your time to go within, to not listen as much to outside opinions, but instead to your own self, you know? And it's put you in this position where I feel like people are starting to notice. They're recognizing the hard work that you've put in. If you are dealing with an Emperor energy or a situation that is very rigid and controlled, it's not working anymore is what I'm hearing. And the credit that this person got before, he, she, genderless, I just do it because it's the Emperor, is starting to lose not their reputation, but the legitimacy of their word, what they say. I feel like there was a lot of mixed messages happening. I feel like the Emperor had a lot of control around you, around something. Yeah, there's that Nine of Swords, so the anxiety's popping up, wanting to backtrack, being afraid of what they've chosen, how they've approached things. I'm hearing there's even more to this situation than you might even know, right? Like maybe this person's been really good at hiding things from you, orchestrating things behind your back. I saw the Seven of Swords as I was shuffling. Yeah, but this is something that this person does on the regular. Like you're not the only individual that this happens to. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. It's stress about choices made, repeating bad cycles, not learning the lessons, right? Not learning the lessons about how they need to operate, how they need to show up. And because you've maintained yourself, because you took the higher road, you didn't fight back, you didn't react, you know, yeah, maybe there were some words exchanged. I'm not taking that out of the equation. But it looks like you stayed really grounded and to the best of your ability, considering the situation. Again, your earth energy, so you have an easier time remaining grounded, finding that balance. Justice energy is bringing you two together. So there's a lot of deliberation going back and forth, not only between you and this other person. I don't know that you have connection with this other person because even if you do, it feels very limited. It feels like there's other people, places, things involved in this dynamic. Like I said, people are starting to see things more clearly, and it's putting this person in a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. But again, these are their choices. You could be dealing with legalities, contracts, things of that nature. Justice card is the legal system. Fighting for what is yours, defending your territory, defending your ground. And it's in this way where even if you don't have all the information, it's going to be laid before your feet, so to speak. With that sword there, Ace of Swords, bringing out the clarity of what was actually going on. Let's see what that was, Spirit. Okay, yeah, someone making plans. I feel like plans to move against you, trying to stress you out, trying to make you look like the crazy one, trying to, maybe they were involving you, right? But at the same time, that wasn't the motivation. The motivation was to eventually cut you out. And you've walked away from this. I don't see you engaging with this at all, unless you have to, right? Unless you have to go to court, unless you have to deal with something, you know, along those lines, something that is a little bit more, you know, important. I don't feel like this person thought you would make it through, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. But they struggled they were trying to like bring out the toxicity. They were trying to trigger you. They were trying to get you to pop off, react in a bad way. And these plans didn't really work because you protected yourself. You stayed closed off. You didn't allow them into your energy. This Tower moment is coming. And I feel like that's also why this person or situation is really stressing out. It does feel a little bit more heavy, not heavy, I'm not finding the word, but yeah, like it feels like it's gonna make them look really bad. This is something public. This is something where, you know, the reality of who they are, of how they operate, is going to strongly come to light. Everyone's gonna be able to see it. And it's their own doing, right? It's sabotage, self-sabotage at its finest. You know, yeah, maybe you guys had a different of opinion. Maybe you didn't agree on how you wanted to move forward, but the actions that they took were a lot more severe. It actually makes them look very bad. I think I've said that a bunch of times, but that's what keeps coming through. They created their own destruction, their own chaos. And like I said earlier, this is a pattern for them. This is something that happens a lot. Trusting your intuition as you move forward in this process, not being afraid. Because even if, you know, you're not seeing a lot of resolution in this over the next couple weeks, it is going to come to head. I feel sooner than later. I'm hearing by the end of April, beginning of May. So trusting that process of your intuition, even if you're not seeing results in the physical world. The Lovers comes up for you, partnership, dynamic. This is someone who's coming in to help support you, who's actually bringing a lot of this stuff to light. I feel like whoever this is, whatever this resource is, they are going to be the ones that are like bringing this truth out. This person, this situation is still like crossing their fingers that you don't find out, right? There's this 9 of Wands anxiety. They're just hoping that you turn a blind eye. I feel like maybe this is how you approach things in the past and do a lot of digging, vetting for information. But it was because you were in this hermit mode. Your intuition was telling you, you knew what this was. And now you're in a space where you can just like honor your heart, your mind, your soul, or through this process, really honor your home, your family, bringing more balance and stability. And a lot of it is because of the information that comes. It's not only that, because you're already in this momentum, right? I feel like the gift might be the knowledge. It's also coming into partnership with someone, like I said, that really does support you, that wants the best for you, that sees the holes in this situation. They're fighting for your justice. They're fighting for your truth. And it feels good. Like it feels like something that's long overdue for you, Virgo. Yeah, you've waited a long time for this. I feel like it's gonna be even better than what you expected. Like right now, your expectations are kind of like, meh, maybe, you know, they're kind of low. You've set the bar pretty low because dealing with this type of person, it can be really defeating, right? Like feeling like you can't overcome, feeling vulnerable, feeling boxed in is what I'm hearing. But at the same time, it's patience in the process. You're really emphasizing diving into that Virgo energy of being balanced, taking care of your mind, your body, your soul, in order to be prepared. And at the end of the day, you will make the decision on what is highest and best moving forward, especially in relation to this person. If they've been affecting your money, your home, your family, job, career, etc., all this is gonna come out. And I feel like even though you might not be asking for the upper hand, you get it. You get it, and you get to decide, well, what's appropriate? What is going to not only honor my heart the most? If you have family, if you have children, taking that into account and really making decisions that, again, this is something that you would have done initially anyway. but this person's situation got in the way. And they know they did. They know they did. They know what they're doing. It does feel very planned out. It feels like this person plotted and strategized, but it was coming from a very toxic and manipulative place. It was a place that they've done this to people in the past. Even if it's not the same situation that they've gone through, it's the same energy. It's just how they operate, right? Ooh, I like this. The bobcat and the blackthorn, patience, right? So I'm seeing this being patient, right, with your prey, what you're going after, not to be too aggressive, but I can just see like you waiting in the bush, you know, getting ready, getting prepared. You're already doing that. You've already been doing that. And again, you don't have a lot of expectations about this. Not that I feel like you know there's going to be balance, but I feel like you don't want to get too caught up or attached onto it being like the best possible outcome, because you've been down this road before and it hasn't really worked out that way. But there's new birth, new beginnings. I really love this with that peach, the finch and the peach energy. This again confirms that partnership coming in. Romance is on the horizon. If you're happily matched already, then this is just that, you know, quintessential new relationship, new people, community coming in for you that are going to be supporting you through this time, that help bring to light people, places, and things that can be really shady, that have dishonored you, that had tried to make things look a certain way, or have a specific agenda around this. Being loyal to yourself, the hound and the pear. Lots of fruit today. Well, I guess they're not stone fruits, but the peaches. But yeah, finding the sweetness is what I'm hearing with that fruit energy. That sounds weird, but really, it's, we can always see the good and the bad. There's always good and bad in situations, the positive, the negative. The more we focus on the positive, the more we bring the positive. And it can be difficult, especially when we're dealing with people who are causing a lot of drama, unnecessary chaos, being difficult, trying to make you look a certain way when it's really not in fact true. All of that stuff is very overwhelming. And a lot of times as humans, we try to validate ourselves. We try to get some sort of understanding from people, places, and things around us, especially when we're feeling like our reputation has been tarnished. But as I said, a lot of this is coming to light, and it's bringing about new information, the salamander and the black pepper. New information, new inspiration. Because you've been loyal to the process, because you have not allowed this thing to take you down. Yeah, it's put a lot of work on your plate. It's made things pretty effing difficult. But at the same time, you're in this energy of consistently rising above. You're not letting the outside affect you and what's going on in your internal, remaining really grounded in who you are and what you believe and what you're fighting for. And when we do that from a space of integrity, Spirit honors that. The universe honors that. It's the law of karma. Karma goes both ways, What you reap is what you sow. And not falling into this person's games or trying to play the same game as them has allowed you to be better, be the better person, unfortunately. I know this was a little bit heavy, but I really do love your energy, Virgo. I hope that this helped. I hope it helps give you insight. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your time and energy. Always, I super appreciate you. Sending a lot of love and blessings as you're navigating this. Drop comments below. I love to hear how things resonate. And yeah, I hope you have a fabulous couple 2 weeks. Thank you for all your time. Appreciate you.